you just found a labs access card and you've never ran labs, or maybe you've only ran it a few times, or you got some gear fear and are not really sure where to hit your loot, I'm going to show you guys a quick and easy, low risk, high reward labs run you can do. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to give you guys a kit recommendation on what you guys should be bringing, but really you can bring whatever you want. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it. So when you're doing this run, you're not really going to need any key cards while doing it, but these are going to be the key cards I recommend bringing. These won't be super expensive, nothing like in the couple millions, but for let's say like a red key card, it might be 2 mil or 2.5 mil for a 10 use card, but I definitely recommend getting these cards if you can. Okay, before I show you guys the run, I'm just going to give a quick loadout recommendation. So what you're going to want to bring first is a docks case, an injector's case. The reason you're going to want to bring these, you're going to find a ton of stuff to just chuck in your docks case. And then for your injector's case, just to bring some injectors if you have any, this is what I'd recommend bringing. But you're going to be finding a ton of injectors on this map that you can just stuff in here so you don't, you have more space in your pouch. So right here, this is the armor I personally like to run. You can get it off level 3 proper, and I'm sure you can get it off the flea as well. And then I would, if you can, bring level 6, but level 5 is probably really all you need for this map. That's personally what I like to run. And then a decent helmet, like a U-lock, fast MT, anything you really want there. Bring some frags just in case. And then for guns, these are my personal recommendations. You don't really need a Model 1, just bring an M4 or something. 7.62x51 is also good. You got a black MDR or something like that. SR25, something like that. And then some decent ammo. Nothing great, but just bring stuff to do with PMCs, raiders. And then if you really are on a budget, let's say, like at the beginning of the video I said, you just found a key card. Just get yourself a 5.7, go in. There's no reason to just sit on that labs card. It's only going to sell for like 144,000 on flea. You can make a ton and get some great ammo off this map. So definitely just bring in something if you have that bad of gear fear, and that's all you really need to do. So these are my gear recommendations, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the loot run itself. Alright, now for this run, we're going to start right here at the entrance of the lab. So obviously, if you spawn on the other side of the map, you can just do this in reverse. But I'm going to show you guys, starting from here, where we should be looting. So the first thing we're going to do, let's say we spawn on this side of the map, come out here, is we're going to hit the middle right here. Now, this middle area is a little dangerous because it's so open. This glass is not bulletproof and can be shot through. But you have rare item spawns like figurines. I've got Bitcoin here, GPUs. Just be sure to look around here for any loot. Our next stop is going to be this office right here. So let's go ahead and open it. We're going to have a couple rare item spawns on these shelves right here. And there's also some suitcases you can hit. Now, there's going to be 4 PCs, 2 there and 2 here. And then inside of here, there is a violet keycard spawn that is right on this thing, I'm pretty sure. And a little bit of rubles you can get there. Back here is, if you have black keycard, you can go ahead and slide this open. So, let's see, can I slide it open? Nope, can't. So this is the black keycard. You can open, get some items on the wall there. And then some over in the safe over there. So you're going to need 2 scans. You're guaranteed a Bitcoin and intelligence folder. So that's also not bad. Our next loot area is going to be right here. Inside here, there's some rare item spawns, rare item spawn there, and a PC. Now, this time, we're going to run all the way over here to the second little office area. Now, once you get inside here, these are going to have weapon attachments and other weapon parts that you can grab. Inside here, there's going to be 4 PCs you can hit. And then be sure to check on these counters. There can be a green keycard spawn that you can grab right there. Now, if you have red, you can open this. There's a ton of great ammo in here, and then also some rare loot spawns inside. Same for here. Good, a lot of weapon parts and rare loot spawns for violet right there. Now, what I like to do after I come out of here is I like to run to the parking garage. Now, this parking garage usually doesn't have PMCs or raiders in it. So I feel like this is a great way to take if you want to try to avoid players as much as possible. Before you go in, just check out the lights if you want to know if someone's in here. So if someone's in here, these lights will turn on. So you always have a reading if someone's in here. Now before I like to run to this area, I like to run right here to the car. There's a rare loot spawn there and inside the car as well. Check for there, you can get Letexes, all sorts of stuff. Then if you do have yellow, you can run right up here and hit yellow keycard. This room is so worth it. Yellow keycard is probably my favorite keycard to hit in the game. You have a ton of rare loot spawns. I pulled a Ledex out of there just last raid when I hit yellow. Perfect place to hit. Really cheap keycard on the flea. I think you get one full 10 use for less than a mil. So I definitely recommend that. Now we're going to run this way. Okay, if you're wanting to hit some more PCs, let's say you're trying to get some GPUs or some PSUs for a craft or something, there's 2 offices above me, right up there. And then there's this lower office. This lower office, there's not usually many people in here. So if you want some extra loot before you head to the next loot area, come to this office and hit here. Or if you are feeling a little risky, run up there and hit that. Now we'll head into this area. And like I said, if you do spawn on the other end of this map, you can start the loot run from right there, head this way, loot this room, head up there, just do everything, then come back at the same way reverse. So that's what I recommend. We're going to go ahead and go to blue card. So blue card is a pretty cheap key card for good reason. It's not very good. You can get a red key card spawn over there and then some Ledex spawns. So that's what I always do. I check if there's any spawns here for that stuff, and if there's not, I don't hit it. Green key card spawn here, some loose medical loot. Then, big thing to note, this glass is also not bulletproof. If you're in there and some guy comes in, you can get shot very easily. Now, one more thing, if you want to check over here, there is a violet keycard spawn right here. So you can check that before you go down. Now, before we go down to the extract, we're going to hit this area. Now, this area right here, the res unit, is one of my favorite areas early wipe to get great ammo and good guns. So right here, as you can see, some really good guns, MCX, is that a, I can't really tell what that is. Oh, Mutant, and a black MDR. Then down here, you can get a ton of good ammo. Really good, you can get M80, M81A, M80A1, M995. Great stuff here. PC. Now here I'm going to show you how to always get into this area, the res unit. So there are guaranteed keycard spawns to be able to get into here. So when you first come into this area, there's a ton of great loot in here. A lot of medical spawns for stims, all sorts of stuff. You're going to notice the door's locked. So what you're going to need to do is just head in here, flip this switch, and this door will lock open. Unlock. So I'm going to show you all the spawns for the keycards. So to get the keycard to go into that room, you're going to want to check here, check in the actual folder and behind it, nothing there. You're going to check right here. Oh, that blew up. I forgot that does that. Don't hit those. And right here. So keycard spawn there and there. Then you're going to come into this room back here. Some good stim spawns. There's a spawn for the keycard right there. And a spawn for the keycard. Oh, we found it this time. Right behind this. So now we have the res unit keycard. You can check it here for some a gold chain that takes the spawn there. In here, ton of medical items. Great for early wipe. What else? Other stuff. Some stims, like right there. Good stim. That can go for a decent amount. Get you some money. More medical items over here. Oh, this is another card spawn. A keycard can spawn right there. And the keycard can spawn right in this thing. So we're going to continue going. Right here is another great, good keycard spawn. Around on this table, I'm not really sure where I remember. I've never actually had it spawn here. I think a keycard can spawn right there. Underneath this desk, it is a guaranteed spawn, so just keep looking. You will find it eventually. One on here, I believe. Some more stims. And then one behind this board. So yeah, you can find a ton of great loot in here. You can get your res unit keycard. So we'll go ahead and hit res unit just to show you the loot. Obviously, I'm an offline raid, so it's not going to be as good. But I've gotten Bitcoin, all sorts of stuff in here. So I found a lot of folders right on here. A Bitcoin there. See, look, we have some rare loot spawns. GP coins, all this stuff. You got a couple duffel bag spawns. And under here, you can even spawn a gun. So like right there, that's a 7.62x51 Scar. Okay, after you've looted that room, we can go ahead and make our way down to exit. So this, I would not recommend taking this way. You're going to have to run along this hallway. That down below, and you have a bad line of sight down there, so you can get shot pretty easy. So I'd recommend going through here. So right here, this is the elevator we're going to take, and to be able to do it, we need to restore power. So you're going to run down this hallway right here. People do like to sit in this little area, so be a little careful of that. If there is someone here, you can jump down from here, get the drop on them, throw some frags maybe. And right here's where we're going to flip the power on. So, turn the power on. And we run right over here to the elevator. All we got to do is flip a switch. Wait for the elevator, and we can leave. Now, obviously, you don't need keycards to do this run, but if you do have keycards, be sure to add those to your loot run. Like, hit yellow, hit violet, hit red. But be sure to hit the red. It's always guaranteed spawn. Alright, guys, well, that's my labs loot run I want to show you guys. That should be quick, easy. You shouldn't run into too many PMCs or raiders. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more of these. I'm thinking about making some more guides. So, if you guys do want to see that, be sure to let me know. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next tutorial.